So now that you've seen some of the variants of factor methods, let's see how you could apply them. We will demonstrate how to apply the factor methods in the context of our BigFraction multiplication example. You'll see this is very similar to what we had before, except rather than creating an incomplete completable future, spawning a thread, and then completing it when it's done, we're going to make our lives much easier here by simply using the supplyAsync factor method. So supplyAsync is going to schedule this supplier lambda for execution on the common fork join pool, because we're not giving it a specific pool to run here. And here's the supplier lambda that's going to do the BigFraction multiplication. That's pretty much the same as before, except unlike before, where we had the completed, the basic features of completable future, where we had to complete the result. Here we just return the results of multiplying these things. And that's because it's going to return a completable future to a BigFraction. These computations here and ... here, whatever they might be, those will run concurrently. And then at some point, the program can get the results back by blocking until the result is complete. So a couple good things here. Notice we don't have to have any threads. So there's no threads in this example. supplyAsync under the hood will arrange to execute this supplier lambda in a thread in the worker, the common fork join pool worker threads pool. Likewise, notice we don't have to complete anything. That's because the supplyAsync returns a completable future to BigFraction in this case, and so you don't have to explicitly complete anything. So you just write code that looks pretty much like good old-fashioned code, no real surprises here, no extra features. However, we still have this issue with having to call join explicitly. So we're going to fix that in future renditions. So we're still, we're a little bit better off before because we've used this supplyAsync factor method to get ourselves from having to use the threads directly and having to use complete explicitly, but it's not all unicorns and rainbows at this point.